like that. Okay, I guess as of right now I'm ready to mount the transmission on. I'm ready to mount it onto the engine. So, but before I do that though, I gotta put this on. Yeah, you gotta be sure that all the parts that came off the transmission, gotta be sure that it's on, it's back on. Yeah, gotta be sure that we put all the parts back in the transmission before I put it on. Okay, I put the throwout bearing in there, I guess that's how it goes. And then on this, there's like a little clip there. Now I gotta put this boot on here. And then I guess I'm ready to put in the transmission now. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky to put it in right now at this point because the transmission is heavy. It weighs at least about 50 pounds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower the car close to the ground so that way I can at least be able to carry it just a little distance instead of a long distance from. So that way if I lower the car enough, that way I would have a better chance of being able to bring it up to the mounting area. So I'm gonna take the jack off, the jack stand off, and then lower the car sort of low. Okay, I lowered it as low as I can. And now the transmission's a little bit closer to the mounting area, so it'll be easier for me to bring it up there. Okay. It's taken me until now. I think, how long did that? It's taking me a long time to finally get this transmission on mounted. Because why? Because it was really heavy. The transmission was really heavy, and there was really no way of doing it without any sort of jack. Any jack or any help. I don't have any help, so the only way I was able to do it is with jacks. And I just happened to be able to do it jacks, but realistically an engine hoist or a transmission jack is very handy in a job like this. Or if you can have help, then that'll work too. But I had a very difficult time putting it on or getting it onto the engine because it's so heavy. It was basically because it's too heavy for me. This is the progress I have so far. Well, I pretty much bolted half of the transmission, or I put in half of the transmission on, and then I put the fork on and the clutch, and then I put the starter on, but I'm missing a bolt. I have to find that one. And then I put the air cleaner assembly. Well, I'm gonna anyway. So I just gotta put the battery in and hook these things up. And that's it. Well, as of right now, I'm practically done now. Well, yeah, I think I just have a few bolts to put on. I put the axles on. And it's pretty ready. It's pretty much ready. And these are all the bolts that I have left. And then right now, I'm not sure where a lot of them go. No, not this tool. I got my car going. I don't know why this side's not. Well, I'm putting in some of the last bolts. I'm putting in the last bolts. But right now, on this car, I have to put in transmission fluid before I can actually use this car. These are some of the final bolts that hook up to the transmission, you know, like that hooks the engine to the transmission. And then some of the things I hooked up, I had to disconnect this. I hooked that one up, and then I hooked up the bolts that go on here. That's the other part of the shifter, I guess. So I'm pretty yet. Well, as of now, it's been about a week after I put the transmission on, and I drove the car probably at least 300 miles now, and it's okay now. It's perfect now, but except that I have not been able to shift it to third gear, and I think it's because of the way I put on the linkage, you know, like for the lever. I haven't bothered because I know that it's just the way that I put on the linkage why it didn't go to third gear, or why it's not able to go to third. So I went places right now with Babas. So the transmission is fine, but somehow I feel like as if this wheel is on wrong, like if it's the alignment is off or something. So this is my car, the one that I did the work on. So as of now, I have driven at least a few hundred miles, and it's been pretty good. Yeah. So it's not making noise anymore. Yeah. Now, okay.